Hello, my friend. Welcome to Everyday English channel. Today, I want to share something very helpful with you. We'll talk about thinking before speaking. Have you ever wanted to speak English without stopping to translate in your head? You try to talk, but your mind goes blank. The words don't come. You know the words, but they hide when you need them. You feel slow, shy, or even lost. That's because you're still thinking in your own language. But what if I told you, you can think in English naturally even if you're a beginner. And when you can think in English, you can speak it. This video will show you exactly how. I'll guide you step by step just like I learned. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Backhand index pointing down. Do you have this problem too? Comment yes below. Let's learn together. Now let's start. Chapter 1. The real reason you can't think in English yet. I know this feeling. You know many English words. You watch videos. You read books. You even write sometimes. But when it's time to speak, your mind becomes empty. You try to say something, but the words don't come. You feel slow. You feel blocked. And you wonder, why can't I think in English? I had the same problem. I studied English. I knew grammar. I could write short essays in school. But still, when someone asked me a question in English, I stayed silent. I tried to understand their words. Then I tried to translate my answer. I thought in my own language first. Then I searched for English words. But by the time I found the right word, the moment was gone. I felt stupid. I felt ashamed. I thought maybe I wasn't smart enough. Maybe English was too hard for me. But that wasn't true. The real problem wasn't me. And it's not you. The real problem is habit. You have a strong habit of thinking in your first language. This habit isn't bad. It's normal. Your brain wants to feel safe. So it uses the language it knows best. That's why you think in your language first, and then try to translate into English. But translation is slow. It's not natural. It breaks your fluency. It steals your confidence. So if you want to speak English easily, you must build a new habit. The habit of thinking in English. This is the truth no one told me. I thought I had to learn more grammar. I thought I needed 1,000 more words. But no. I needed to train my brain to stay in English. Even with just a few words. Even with short, simple thoughts. Let me take you back to one day. I was sitting in class. The teacher asked me a question in English. It was easy. Just one line. But I couldn't answer. My heart was beating fast. I looked down. I wanted to disappear. After class, I cried. I told myself, you knew the answer, but you couldn't say it. Why? That evening, I sat alone. I closed my eyes, and I asked myself again, why can't I speak? Then I realized, I never think in English. I only study English. I only read English. I never live with it. I never talk to myself in English. I never make small thoughts in English. That night, I decided to try something new. I looked at my table and said, this is a table. I looked at the wall and said, that is a wall. I saw my hand and said, my hand is cold. Felt strange. Felt funny. But I kept doing it. Every day I said 10 small sentences. Only in my mind. No writing. No speaking. Just thinking. And something changed. After 1 week, my mind was faster. I could say easy things quickly. After 1 month, I was thinking in English without even trying. I saw a dog and thought, it's cute. I felt hungry and thought, I want food. These were not big thoughts, but they were mine in English. That is the real way. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need 10,000 words. You need small, real thoughts in English. This is how you start. This is how you become free. And I will guide you step by step. You'll learn how to think in English, slowly, softly, with love. It's not your memory. It's not your intelligence. It's your habit. And we are going to change that habit together. Chapter 2. Think in pictures, not in words. When I was a child, I learned to speak my first language without a book. I didn't learn grammar rules. I didn't study vocabulary lists. I saw things. I felt things. I wanted things. And slowly, I started saying words. I saw my mother and said, Mama. I saw a ball and said, ball. My brain used pictures. And from pictures came words, not the other way around. But when I started learning English, everything changed. I saw a word like apple. The teacher said, apple means. So my brain made a connection. English word, native word, picture. It was slow. It was extra work. And it made thinking in English very hard. That's when I learned something powerful. Your brain doesn't need translation. It needs connection. It needs pictures. The brain is very smart, but also very simple. It loves images. It remembers faces, colors, and shapes more than rules. So if you want to think in English faster, you must stop translating into your language. You must go straight from English picture. Let me give you an example. Look at your hand. Do you say hath first, then hand? No, you just say hand. The picture is already there. Now look at the door. Just say door. Don't think of the word in your language. Just look. Just feel. Just say it in English. I used this trick every day. I picked 5 things in my room. A book, pen. Ah, looks like you were about to continue here. I used this trick every day. I picked 5 things in my room. A book, pen, a chair, a lamp, a window. I looked at each one, and I thought the word in English only. No translation. Just pictures. Just English. At first, it felt slow. But after a few days, it became faster. My brain started working in English without effort. When I saw food, I thought, I'm hungry. Not in my native language, but directly in English. When I felt tired, I thought, I need to sleep. I wasn't trying to think in English anymore. It was just happening naturally. So here's a simple tip for you. Every day, choose 5 things around you. Look at them. Say their names in English. Then make a small sentence about each one. This is my phone. The fan is on. My shoes are under the bed. Just simple, true sentences. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to be yours. And most important, use your eyes and heart, not just your brain. Look, feel, speak. This is how you train your brain to stop translating. This is how you create real fluency. You're not memorizing. You're living in English, one picture at a time. Chapter 4. Talk in your brain like it's a real person. I was alone in my room. I had no one to practice English with. My friends were busy. My parents didn't speak English. I felt stuck. I had all these words in my head, but no one to talk to. Then I had an idea. What if I talked to myself in my brain? Not out loud, just like a conversation inside. So I tried. I asked myself a question. How are you? And I answered, I'm okay. A little tired. That was it. 2 simple sentences. But something amazing happened. Felt real. Felt like I was practicing with someone. So the next day I did it again. What do you want to eat? I want rice. Are you busy? Yes. I'm doing my homework. I started creating little conversations in my brain, like mini role plays. Sometimes I was 2 people, one asking, one answering. It was fun. It was private. It was safe. And slowly my brain stopped waiting for real people. It just practiced anytime, anywhere. In the shower, while walking, before sleeping. I didn't need a speaking partner. I became my own partner. I imagined situations. Shopping cart at the store. Fork and knife with plate at a restaurant. Bus on a bus. School in class. And I asked myself, what will you say? Then I practiced the answers in my head. It didn't feel like study. Felt like life. And that's what changed everything. White heavy check mark, try it now. Imagine this. You meet a friend. They ask, what did you do today? Can you answer in your head? Just try it. I studied English. I watched a video. I went for a walk. These small brain conversations are powerful. They teach you to think fast. They teach you to stay in English. They build your fluency quietly, naturally. You can do it anywhere. No app, no book, no pressure. Just you, your mind, and your new voice in English. Next chapter. the magic of repeating tiny phrases. In the next chapter, I'll show you how to use tiny English phrases again and again until they become automatic, like music in your mind. This next step will make your English flow even more smoothly. You're doing amazing. Keep going. Fluency is not far. It's already growing inside you. Chapter 5. Replace your native words with English words slowly. I made little paper tags and wrote English words on them. I put them on the wall, on the fridge, on the mirror. One said mirror. Another said door. One more said light. Every time I saw those things, my brain saw the English word too. It was like I was living in an English world, inside my own home. No translation. Just English. Just the word and the object. It helped a lot, because I wasn't just reading words. I was experiencing them. Then I started to label my feelings too. When I felt cold, I said, I feel cold. When I felt nervous before a test, I whispered, I feel nervous. It made the emotion smaller. It gave it a name. And the name was in English. That's the secret. Fluency is not about knowing big words. It's about using simple English for your real life. You don't have to throw away your native language. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin. One word at a time. One feeling at a time. One moment at a time. Even if you forget, that's okay. Don't be angry. Just smile and try again. Your brain is learning. And learning takes love, not stress. Brain, try this today. Pick 5 common things in your room. Write the English word for each. Say them every time you see them. Then choose 3 daily actions. I brush my teeth. I open the window. I drink water. Say these in your mind while doing them. And finally, choose one feeling. Maybe, I feel sleepy. Or, I feel excited. Feel it in English. Say it in English. Live it in English. You are slowly replacing your old habits with new ones. You are becoming someone who thinks in English. And that is something to be proud of. Coming next, the power of imitation. In the next chapter, I'll share one of my favorite techniques, imitation. How I listened to native speakers, copied them like an actor, and started speaking more clearly, naturally, and confidently. If you've ever wondered how to sound more fluent, this will help you. Let's keep walking together, step by step, word by word, thought by thought. You are doing better than you know. The speaker said, it was a sunny day. I said, it was a sunny day. Then they said, I went outside for a walk. I repeated, I went outside for a walk. And something amazing happened. As I repeated the sentences, my mind started to guess what would come next. Before they said it, I could feel the rhythm, the pattern. My brain was catching the flow of English. It wasn't just about words. It was about thinking like a native speaker. Not just what they said, but how they said it. The tone, the pause, the feeling. Shadowing helped me improve my pronunciation. I learned to move my mouth in new ways. Some sounds were difficult, like th in think or this. But I kept going. I said the words slowly, then faster, and soon they felt easier. My tongue started to understand English. I shadowed stories. I shadowed podcasts. I even shadowed cartoons and songs. When I was alone, I spoke loudly. When I was in public, I whispered or just mouthed the words. Every moment was a chance to practice. While walking, while waiting, while brushing my teeth. Sometimes I stood in front of the mirror and shadowed like I was on stage. I looked at my face, my mouth, my eyes. I spoke with emotion just like the speaker. I became an actor, not to impress others, but to train my brain. Shadowing gave me confidence, because when real conversations happened, I had already practiced many sentences. I didn't freeze. My brain said, we've done this before. And the words came, you can do this too. Start small. Just 5 minutes a day. Find a short video, a slow speaker. Play one line. Pause. Repeat. Match the sound, the emotion, the rhythm. Don't worry about mistakes. Don't worry about understanding every word. Just copy. Just speak. Just feel it. That's how I trained my brain. That's how I started to speak with flow. Not perfectly, but naturally. Shadowing is your secret weapon. Use it. Love it. Enjoy it. Because every time you shadow, you are building fluency, brick by brick, line by line, word by word. I wanted to talk. I wanted to share my thoughts, but fear held me back. Then one day something happened. I was in class, and the teacher asked a simple question. No one raised their hand. My heart was beating fast. I knew the answer, but the fear was loud. What if you say it wrong? It said. But something inside me whispered back. So what if you do? I raised my hand. My voice shook. I said the sentence slowly. I made a mistake. The grammar wasn't perfect. But the teacher smiled. She said, "Good try. That's the right idea." And she helped me fix it. No one laughed. No one stared. In fact, a few students looked inspired. That moment changed me. I realized making mistakes is not failure. It's proof that I'm trying. From that day, I made a promise. I will speak, even if it's not perfect. And I did. First, my voice was soft. I paused a lot. I used simple words. But I spoke. And every time I spoke, the fear got smaller. The courage got louder. I started to celebrate mistakes. Each one meant I was growing. Each one taught me something new. Here's what I learned. Fluency is not perfection. It's progress. It's courage. It's choosing to speak when you're afraid. I used a trick to help me. Before speaking, I said in my mind, it's okay to be wrong. It's not okay to stay silent. This gave me freedom. I wasn't trying to impress anyone. I was trying to express myself. Even native speakers make mistakes. Even teachers forget words sometimes. So why should I be ashamed? I started to speak with friends, then with strangers, then with online language partners. Sometimes I made silly mistakes, like saying kitchen instead of chicken. We laughed. It was funny, but I remembered the word forever. That's the beauty of mistakes. They don't break your English. They build it. So if you're afraid, I understand. I was too. But don't let fear silence you. Let it remind you how much you care. You care enough to feel nervous. You care enough to try. And that's powerful. Here's a tip. Practice speaking alone first. Talk to yourself. Describe what you're doing. I am making tea. This room is quiet. It's okay to speak slowly. Then speak with one kind person. A friend. A teacher. An online partner. Someone who supports you. Little by little, your fear will fade. Your voice will rise. And one day you'll say something in English. With confidence. And you'll smile and think, I just said that. And I wasn't scared. That's when you'll know. Your courage is now stronger than your fear. Coming up next. In the next chapter, I'll show you how I used pictures and tiny sentences to grow my fluency. Especially when I didn't know advanced words. It's a method that's fun, simple, and perfect for beginners or shy learners. You're not just learning English, you are becoming brave. Would you like me to continue with Chapter 10? How I used pictures and tiny sentences to speak more fluently. A mind map of English that helped me speak faster, think faster, and connect ideas easily. It wasn't complicated. I didn't need a big vocabulary book or long grammar lessons. I just needed to see how English ideas connect. Like a tree with roots, branches, and leaves. Let me show you how I built it. Chapter 11, How I Built a Mind Map of English in My Brain. At first, English felt like random pieces. A word here, a phrase there, a rule in one book, a sentence from a movie. Nothing felt connected. I could remember one sentence, but I couldn't build another like it. Then I found something powerful. I started grouping ideas, like a map in my mind. For example, I took the sentence, I like apples. Then I added similar ideas. I like books. I like music. I don't like coffee. Now I had a branch, a group. My brain started to say, oh, these go together. Next, I did it with feelings. I'm happy. I'm tired. I'm busy. I'm excited. Again, my brain made a connection. It said, these all start with I'm, and they describe how you feel. Then I practiced this. I imagined my day. I'm hungry. In the morning. I'm working. In the afternoon. I'm sleepy. At night. And I added questions. Are you tired? Are you okay? Are you busy? Now my brain saw the pattern. I wasn't memorizing sentences. I was seeing relationships, like building blocks. That's what I call a mind map. You take one sentence and you grow it. You connect it to others that follow the same shape. Every day I built one little map. Just one. I didn't need 10 new words. I needed to connect what I already knew. Soon I could create sentences faster. Not from memory but from structure. From patterns. Like this: I want to eat. I want to sleep. I want to go. Do you want to come? What do you want? All from one pattern. I want to felt like a game, puzzle, a tree growing in my brain. And this tree made English feel more alive, more automatic. Here's a tip. Draw your mind maps. Use a notebook. In the center, write a phrase like, I'm plus feeling. Then draw lines and add new ideas. I'm happy. I'm sad. I'm cold. I'm okay. Practice speaking these. Imagine real situations. How are you? I'm tired. Do you want coffee? Yes, I'm cold. This is how fluency grows, not by memorizing, but by building a world of meaning inside your mind. So don't study English like a list. Grow it like a map, a forest, a story. In the next chapter, I'll show you how I made my practice fun, how I used games, challenges, and even my favorite music to stay motivated and fall in love with English. You're doing amazing. Your mind is growing. Your voice is stronger. Let's keep going. Fun is part of the journey too.